Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? It's our Wednesday at 6:30 in the morning, Self-Care at Work live, where I go live every Wednesday at 6:30 in the morning. And today's no different. It's December the 3rd. We are in December. And in a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, will be in January. But right now we're in December. It's December 3rd. If you're watching this live, it is 6:30 in the morning. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Belinda Harris. I'm a self-care at work advocate. I'm an HR professional. And every Wednesday I go live to talk about self-care at work because a lot of us practice self-care. A lot of us do. Very, very few of us actually practice it at work. And so on this channel, I talk about how you can practice self-care at work, things that you can do to give you ideas to ensure that you are equipped to be able to be your best self at work. And so today we're talking about surviving the holidays. All right. So, but every Wednesday at 6:30 a.m., I go live to talk about self-care at work. And I want to welcome you back to the channel if you've been here before. I know that the festive holiday season is approaching. And what does that mean? It means that the holiday hustle is coming. And let's be real, it can be pretty intense, especially at work. But today we're going to talk about something that's super important that often gets pushed aside, and that's self-care at work during the holidays. Now, you might be thinking, self-care during all this? But trust me, taking care of yourself during this busy time isn't selfish. It is essential for your well-being, your productivity, and to be honest with you, for just enjoying the holidays at all. So I want you to grab you your coffee or your tea or your warm drink, and we are going to dive into some practical tips that you can do at work. And the very first tip, and this is a big one, and I talk about it often because this is a big one, and it is actually taking intentional breaks, right? Taking intentional breaks because it's tempting to power through at work. It's tempting to just keep going, push through, push through. But our brains, they're not designed for constant output, not just to put out, put out, put out. That's our brains, our body is not designed for that, which is why taking intentional breaks help. And what do you do with that? You step away from your screen. So, you step away every so often, 90 minutes or an hour, you step away. Because even for a 5-minute walk to the water cooler to fill up your water, or to the break room, or looking out the window makes a difference. You step away from the screen, your computer screen or your phone screen. You step away even for just 5 minutes, taking that intentional break. I set a timer for 90 minutes. When it goes off, that I get up or walk away from my computer. I stretch because I just can't just sit and go. I can, but that's not healthy. So every 90 minutes, my alarm goes off and on my watch. And that's what I do. I get up from my desk. I get all the way up. I move from my desk because sometimes even just looking out the window, I'm still tempted to come right back. I remove myself from my desk. The other thing is to eat lunch mindfully. Like, don't just eat at your desk while you're still typing, while you're on that Zoom call, or while you're on that training. No, eat mindfully. Go outside to the break room if you work in the office, or step outside and get some fresh air. Even if it's cold, get some fresh air. Let that cold, chill weather hit your skin. Look at the sun. Maybe talk with a colleague, but eat lunch mindfully, not just in front of your desk. These and the things that I'm saying, these intentional breaks are nothing new. I talk about them just about every week in just about every video because it's just that important. The other one, as we say, intentional breaks, is the micro breaks. Every hour or so, stand up, stretch, do a quick mental reset. Your body and your mind will thank you for these things. Intentional breaks, meaning to be intentional, to plan, to do this on purpose. Because sometimes, accidentally I may be like, oh yeah, look, but it's not planned, it's not intentional. I just happen to. But to intentional make a conscious effort, every 90 minutes, your alarm's going to go off. You're going to move from your desk. Maybe every 10 minutes or every 30 minutes, you're going to stand up and stretch. For lunch, I'm going to eat with my colleague outside of my desk or talk to my colleagues or maybe go for a walk on my lunch. Intentional. These are things you are doing on purpose, not by accident, not by, oh, I just happened to that. Intention. You meant to do that. That's what I'm saying by intentional. You mean to do that. That's your plan is to do that. Number 2 tip is hydrate and fuel your body properly. Again, none of these are new tips. None of these are, oh my gosh, this is mind blowing. These are things I've said before. I will continue to say because they're important. And the more you hear it, the more they'll start sinking in, and you hopefully will start incorporating these and be able to see the difference. So tip 2 is to hydrate and fuel your body properly. The holidays are synonymous with treats and rich food, which are great in moderation. But don't forget the basics. And the basics are drink water. WATER, water. Because dehydration can lead to fatigue and headaches. So keep a water bottle at your desk. You should be drinking water all day long. Whether you can make it at a game, how many bottles can I get down? Or just a check off, check, I've drunk this many bottles today. You should be drinking water all day long. And then pack healthy snacks. Having something nutritious on hand, like nuts or fruit or yogurt, prevents that energy crash that comes from too much sugar, right? A steady fuel source helps us maintain focus during long days. Tip number 3, incorporate many moments of calm, right? Many moments of calm. You don't need a full spa day to reset, although spa days are nice, but we're talking about while you're at work. You don't need a full day to reset during your job. Look for moments throughout your workday when you can de-stress. And this could be something like mindful breathing. Mindful breathing. I've talked about a lot of different techniques, but the one I'm going to talk about today is where you take 3 deep, slow breaths before answering an email or starting a meeting. Simple. Before you get that email, you already know who it's from, that it's going to be, here we go, because you see their name. You already know. Before you even open the email or before you respond, take 3 deep breaths. Before you start a meeting, you're going on a meeting or you're going to a meeting, take 3 deep breaths. The thing about a meeting, whether you're leading the meeting or someone else is leading the meeting, that you not always 100% on how this meeting's going to go. right? Because even though you may have an agenda, you don't know what they're going to say back to you. You don't know what, you know, bomb shells they're going to drop that you wasn't prepared for. You don't know that. Even if you're the one leading and it's your agenda, you don't know what their comments are going to be back. So before a meeting, before you start a meeting, do 3 deep breaths, mindful breathing. You can also do aromatherapy, where you keep a small vial of essential oil like lavender or peppermint. Peppermint's supposed to help with your pressure, or peppermint nearby. Or you can take a quick sniff when tension is starting to rise. When you feel like it's starting to rise, let me take a quick of lavender or peppermint aromatherapy. And then the other thing that you can do, and these are the many moments of calm, is a gratitude journal. Spend 60 seconds to 5 minutes jotting down one good thing that happened at work today. One good thing. It shifts your perspective instantly. And sometimes you may be thinking, I can't think of one good thing that happened at work today. Sure, you can. It's, I'm still here. Maybe it's, I didn't cuss out anybody. That's a good thing, because maybe some people in my mind got a cussing out coming, but I didn't do it. You write that down. Maybe it's, I did my lunch away from my desk. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was my favorite coworker came to work today. We usually don't work the same shift, but I was able to see her. There's something good that you can write down that happened at work. It shifts your perspective. And sometimes we just need that. Sometimes we just need that little quick shift to make things feel a little bit better. So I just want you to remember that self-care isn't a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's the foundation that allows you to show up as your best self at work, for your families and friends, especially during the holidays. By setting boundaries, by prioritizing and taking those intentional breaks, you can survive the holiday hustle and actually enjoy the season. I'm curious to know, what was your favorite self-care hack that I talked about today, that I talked about this morning? When office gets crazy, what's your favorite self-care hack? Put it in the comments below. If you find these tips helpful, please like and subscribe to this video. Share with a colleague who will also benefit from this video. Every Wednesday, I go live at 6:30 in the morning. So for the people who watching it live, I want to say good morning and thank you. For the people who watching on the replay, I want to say good morning or good afternoon or good evening whenever you're watching this. And thank you for watching it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you at the next video.